Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing God of War Ragnarok. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. Alright, so today we are continuing on exploring and doing side quests in the Bay of Bounty. But before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So last video we, got initialized or initiated into the realm of Svartalheim, and we kind of did some exploring and checking out and picked up a couple of side quests for the realm. So, and it seems like it's Mimir that's needing our help. It's the realm in general, but Mimir is the one that needs our help, and because he is the one that set up these rigs that's polluting the land, and it's plundering the resources for Odin's benefit, because Mimir and Odin were BFFs at some point, before Mimir was imprisoned. Isn't that always the way? BFFs one day and imprisoned the next. So the boat stories were always really kind of cool in the last God of War, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case here as well. It's interesting that it answers maybe some questions that you have, or maybe questions that you didn't know to ask. So let's go ahead and move south of the bay and go on to, I think it's our last rig. I think we already got 2, so I think we're down to 1. Yeah, that one was already stopped, so that black smoke in the distance looks like it is what we want. We're going to grab any resources in the bay, hack silver, etc. That we'll find. And then we'll take care of the last rig and call it a day. It's Milla time after that. Probably not. Alright. Crafting materials, hack silver, you need it all. And the more the merrier. Because you're going to need a lot between now and the end game. Alright, so here's the hidden... Oh, and those little buggers. Like they're running around, and they don't give you a lot of time to react right before they attack, and they don't take a lot off, but with a whole bunch of them that are just kind of swarming on you, they if you let them get out of control, it's going to be really not great. Alright, so let's see. So that opened up the gate. So we can move on. And just look around. I don't know about you, but I always kind of like to look around so I'm not missing anything. There's things there, but I didn't do anything when I hit it. It acted like it was going to move, but then it didn't. So that's weird. Something's preventing it. We'll have to maybe move on and look at it from a different angle, see what's going on. Sometimes Atreus goes before us, sometimes he goes after us. I don't know what the protocol is here. Here we go. Oop. chest, but also some enemies. Boy, I felt like I should have had at least 2 with that axe swing at the beginning, and I didn't get a single one. And only got a lousy 24 experience for Kratos. Ooh, look at that. We got a half seed for Muspelheim. So the Yggdrasil seed. Now instead of getting a whole one, we have a half. And Atreus is waxing nostalgic about Sutra's gauntlet. That anyone that's been through it, I don't know that you'd be waxing nostalgic about it. Trying to get the upgrade parts for oh, there's one of those guys down there. I don't know if I'm far enough behind him to be considered a flanking attack. Nope. There, then should be able to do it from here. There we go. And look at that experience. 100 plus 33 for Atreus. So in addition to getting a decent number of resources, you also get experience. So beast scraps, slag deposits, shattered rune rawhides, all kinds of stuff that we got. Forged iron. It's a treasure trove. I don't remember what those guys are called, but those guys are a treasure trove. So the first one's a gimme, but after that you have to kind of figure out how to get behind them to attack them. Alright, just kind of looking around. And go over here, and not going to swing across. Oh, almost missed that. Yeah, so always look around when you're exploring, or even when you're doing, quest stuff, and do it. Look around at different parts of the area, different angles, so that you get a good full scope of what's going on. All right, so we got some more hack silver. Can't go that way. We can go up. Yeah, there we go. So Atreus went up first that time. But then the next time, Kratos might go up first. Okay, so it makes it interesting. What are you shooting at? Oh, a big enemy. Alright, little guys and then a big guy. And it looked like he shot him out. Ooh, and he spit at me. Gross. Dude's like a walking volcano. Well, multiple volcanoes. Except instead of lava, he's shooting out little lizards. So it's like the backpack of egg sacs. And it's like he only does unstoppable attacks and then shoots out lizards, which is kind of a attack in and of itself. Oof, spitball again. And you just don't get a lot of health that you chunk off of him, so he's at a higher level, apparently. Ugh. Alright, yeah. Yeah, at some point you say, okay, that's enough. And using your fury really doesn't seem to do a whole lot for you. It runs out really quickly. And the amount of health that you get back doesn't seem to be a lot. Of course, it's not upgraded or anything, so that might have something to do with it. Alright, health. But the health is full now. It's the rage that's low. There we go. So we'll rip this open. and shut it down.
If you could call so meager a task done. A wee drop out of the Asgardian occupational bucket.
Yeah, a whole bunch of slag deposits.
Oh, and why not?
Hack silver. And Nidavelier ore. That's a unique resource that they use. Brock and Sindri use to make the special dwarven armor. It's not called dwarven armor, but that's what they make it from. And service at Asgard is now done. We got all 3 rigs taken offline. Got a big chunk of experience as a thanks. And of course, all the resources, etc., that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So just looking around, making sure we don't miss anything or forget anything while we're here. Because the next time we come around, then it'll be like, oh, we've already gotten everything there. So we don't have to come back. The only problem is that we've already had a couple of spots. Those look a little bit like turtles. Turtles swimming in a pool. Alright, I need to swing this around. And then Indiana Jones across. And luckily there's no one to attack us here this time. Alright. Made it across for a little bit of hack silver and crafting component. I mean, I'll take it. Because every little bit helps. Alright, we knocked that down. So now we can go straight there instead of having to go a roundabout way. The forged iron that we knocked down from the bucket that we almost missed the last time. And I think we can move on. So let's see what else we need to do here. Since we're done with that side quest, and Mimir is being pretty sketchy about what else is going on. There's a raven. We'll have to keep our eyes open when we get on dry land to try and take him out. Whole bunch of like wreckage and pieces of islands. More slag deposit. Yeah, I'm surprised that the dwarves don't have a thriving ivory trade in addition to their metallurgy. Since it seems like they have a whole bunch of like large animals dying. I mean, it could just be since Fimbulwinter started that everything's been more hostile and they've been dying, but it looks like they've been there for a while. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I'm sure someone's had that question about it. Here we go. We can make the, since we got more of the ore, we can make some of those unique armor pieces. And also see what we forgot. Beast scraps. Only a couple, so it wasn't too bad. Alright, so we made some and equipped and upgraded some of the dwarven armor. So using that, because one of the perks, or the big perk for that, is that we get a health bonus when we do a stun takedown. So that's always an interesting prospect. So it's really good for the medium-sized guys, not for the small or big guys. Now, we've been to the watchtower before, found out this door was locked, and Mimir seemed a little surprised that it was still here. And now we can knock this down, so we can go up and down there freely instead of having to go all the way around, which is nice. And now he says, go ahead and bang the gong. Alright, let's see what happens. Because you know something's going to happen.
What? So that's the voice I heard.
I hoped it would have escaped by now, but
Alright,
we'll need to free it from its restraints.
Lingbecker Island. Apparently, a Lingbecker is a dwarven or Svartalheim whale. Just sitting in the bay, not going anywhere. So now we need to go back to the boat and go out to the whale and see what's going on. I mean, you got a whole island. That geyser that was shooting out, it was actually the whale. Now those don't look like whale teeth. And I thought just for a second that maybe I shouldn't go right in front of it. So I'm like, what the heck. So once again, Mimir trying to be BFFs with Odin.
That it did.
Can't dock here. Maybe there's another way up?
And saying, hey, what would Odin like that I could give him that would make him like me even more? And he said, hey, what about this giant whale? Why don't I capture it and see what's going on? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. Now, I don't think that Atreus would understand that, and I don't know that Kratos would be, well, certainly not okay with it. Yeah, free the Lingbecker. Because honestly, Kratos was kind of a slave to the gods at the beginning of his story.
Why? Because I was young and stupid, and I didn't know what it was like.
So that's not... Mimir was young and stupid.
Nothing to occupy your mind but
And he thought it was a great idea at the time. Oop, enemies. Conversation will have to wait. Ooh, didn't even see that guy coming. Usually that's like right behind you. There we go. I got one parried at least. Ooh, and I got hit by it. That's not good. It's easy to get distracted by the guy that's in front of you trying to take him down or to, there we go, stun him. There we go, look at that health come back. It's kind of like a small health gem. So it's not a lot, but it's decent. And we can pick up some more health there. There we go, that had to have been a big one. So these gates, if they can be opened, they can't be opened from this side, so we'll have to figure out how to open them up. if we can at all, or if it's just an impediment. Alright, so there was an exploding vase and some slag there, so we can move on over here. Oh, there we go. That's part of the side quest. So we'll just, yeah, there we go. We'll just slice that in half.
Right. Chain the things too. If you could.
We also chained the fins. Redundancy. They were thorough in the old days. Oh, and there were some rocks that fell, some boulders that fell over there. So there's probably a new path that opened up. So we'll have to go check that out. Like I said, though, always looking around. I always try to look around and make sure that I'm not missing something. Which, even if you're looking around, it's not necessarily going to benefit you unless you're looking, in the right direction, at the right spot, at the right angle, even. So if you don't find everything and you are looking for something down the line and you're like, man, it's supposed to be in here somewhere, but I don't know where it's at, don't feel bad about it, because it's really easy to miss things. Man, those floaters are a pain, because they always seem to hit you, and then there we go. You have to grab them right away. That didn't seem to give a whole lot of experience. Now this slag pile, I don't see a jar on top of it, so I can't just explode it. And I don't see one, at least from this angle. Alright, so we can go up here. Alright, there's a lore marker. I mean, this whale is just turning to be a treasure trove of things. Alright, so there's a way across, there's a way up. Yeah, when you get to these crossroads, you always think, okay, which way is the way that you're supposed to go, and which is the way that you progress. So you want to go the way that hits the dead end, so then you can turn around and progress. There we go. Maybe we can top off our health. Pretty close. There we go. Should be topped off now, if we weren't before. There we go. Not a lot of XP, so good source of oil for lanterns. So slave a giant creature for oil. As long as it makes sense. Alright, so there's a chain here that we can kick down. We'll go over here, so there's one on each side. Doesn't look like anything. So we can go hop down, or we can backtrack. Let's keep going. I'll have to try to remember to go back. Alright, so slag heap there. Oh, there's the other fin. So this was the progression. We'll just slice this in half. Probably another chain. I need to switch to the axe. There we go. 2/3 of the way done. And there's a whole bunch of boulders that just fell off. Oop. And these little guys. Annoying little guys. We gotta take out this generator. There we go. And there's this vase of something. Looks like a grenade. There we go. Explosion vase. Or exploding rocks. Alright, so we'll go back up the chain and see what we can do at this point. If nothing else, there is that one other way that we could have gone that we didn't go. Yeah, so nothing there. So we'll go back across Indiana Jones style. There's that raven behind us. Don't want to forget about that. Alright. Jump up here. And small path or narrow path going over. Okay, so a crate, red crate, and then a collectible. You know, I always feel really good about picking up collectibles until it's like you see how many more you have. I'm like, man, I've gotten a lot of the poems, and then you pick it up and it's like, oh, 3 out of 14. Yikes. Makes me feel a little bit less good about picking it up, but I mean, it's, you know, it's every one gets you a little bit closer. So, all right, so that was a dead end. So nothing else that I see over there. Yeah, that raven needs to go down. All right, back by the exploding pot. Going back up the chain. You always feel like there's something more that you can do. Alright, so I think that's the tail section. We have to go back to the boat to get to it. And it's certainly in the right direction. So I think that is only accessible from the tail. Alright, so hop across here. And then we've got that slag heap that's in the way. So I wonder if we can get a exploding rock and chuck it over in that direction. So just kind of remembering the direction that it's in. You just have to say, yeah, I think it's over in this direction, and hope for the best. So this is the way that I had come. There was that crane that I jumped Indiana Jones style across, so I think it's just right over there. We'll grab one of these. And yeah, no, it's not that way. Jumped across there, and we'll chuck it right about there, right about the oop, and something exploded, so it might have just been the rock exploding, but we'll go check it out. So if this all works out, there was that backward sea looking cloud, and right towards the top of the bottom piece of that is where we threw it, where I threw it. So yeah, looks like that worked. You know, I feel like there should be an easier way to do it, but hey, whatever works. All right, and it was worth it for the 2 slag deposits and 162 hack silver that we got. Well, plus we got access to this. And what's What's in here? A Hexsilver chest, so we got more Hexsilver. So, maybe. Oh, okay. And a Raven. Definitely worthwhile then. Because you're eventually going to want to get all those 48 Ravens. And that's going to take a good chunk of your time if you don't get them as you're going. And I guarantee there's going to be a handful of them that are going to be nearly impossible to see because you have to be, standing X marks the spot, looking in a particular direction in order to see them at all. Not like these guys that are just sitting there waiting. Alright, so let's go back to the boat. We'll make our way back to the tail section. And then we should be able to free the whale, the ling backer, whatever. So I think there's only 2 ports or 2 piers that we can hop off of. And I feel like it's halfway across, so we can go across the front or across the back, and either way it's going to take about the same amount of time. We'll call him Squinty. He's got one eye open and one eye closed. Just like Popeye. Alright. So I think we've been to all those places. So I think this is the only spot left. So if we can get the tail, and look for things like that, Hexsilver. Like 40 Hexsilver isn't a whole lot, but it adds up over time, and you definitely need a ton of Hexsilver for upgrades. So yeah. After Mimir was imprisoned, it didn't sound too cool to imprison the Lingbacker. Yep. Guy came to life and was ready to attack. Oh, he's flinging lava snot at me. There we go. Don't need the health, but we'll take the guy down quick so we can get through the wave here. Ooh, another one. Also makes you impervious to damage, which I like. Yeah, I don't like that they explode so quickly. You have to be like right up on top of them. Oh, he was so close to being stunned, and now look at him. Ooh, that was close. There we go. I'll take the gift of strength, even though I don't need the health. Oh, now I need the health. Ah, yes. The flyer. Got him. Alright, there's this guy. Oh, there's a guy behind me. Oh, and he still hit me. Ooh, and another one. And another one. Holy cow, these guys are popping up like daisies. There we go. Get some health from that guy. Let's see if we can... Nope. I'll take the strength, though, at least. There's at least three guys. Yeah, it's almost better to dodge the yellow strikes. Because you have to get it right. Oh, now I'm on fire. Man, I was at full health, and now I am at like 25%. you get hit like a couple times and it's easy to get frustrated and feel like, I can't parry these guys, I can't block these guys. They're just chipping away at me. There we go. 200. That'll tell you what kind of encounter you had when you get the experience. Ooh, look at that. Almost back to full. I'll take it. All right, so now we've got that slag heap. Oh, and we have this hex over here that we can explode. We've got health that we don't need. Oh, that was a little weird. Was it health? Can I open that door? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Well, if I can get the exploding rock, I should be able to... nope, it's not over here. That goes back down. You get easily turned around after going around and around and around so many times. So let's go ahead and get the tail and then come back and grab the grab that last box. Should be the last box, I should say. Alright, cut them free. There we go.
Tail must be chained as well.
And the tail is chained as well. But you can't hit it from here.
Down that rope should take us where we need to go.
So we have to slide down, but if we slide down, we can't slide back up. It doesn't work that way. So let's go try and find that bomb rock so we can open up that last box, and I believe that's everything on the island. There we go. It better be over here. Yeah, there we go. There it is. Alright, so easy enough. So all the roundabout stuff that you did, once you open up the doors, no big deal. And hopefully we can get it, swing across with the rock, because we don't have a good angle otherwise. There we go. We got it. And that was all worth it, because we got 2 rawhide. Hashtag worth it.
I think I see something.
Alright, here we go. I mean, unless it goes somewhere, unless the Lingbacker goes somewhere, we should be able to get back on it. We just have to get in the boat and go back to it. Alright, what's in here? Whispering Slab. That looks like a new one. Oh, and Rod of Aggravation. Shield Attachment. There we go, he's free. Be free, little guy. He needs a little
Closer to its eye for a face-to-face bummer.
eye to face. Face to face. So I need to go back and boat back to the eye so we can talk to him and see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know if he can talk to him like he did the world worm. Is that one spot that we were at that had the thing? Is that the same one? I feel like it. So there's at least one, maybe 2.
Creature. Reminding me of
Like I said, it's easy to get turned around after you've been going in circles.
Thank you for saying it.
So we'll go back, talk to the whale. Well, I guess that makes sense why the one eye is closed. So you're not like, hey, I'm right next to the eye. Why can't I do anything? You have to go to the right one, or the left one in this case. All right. Give him the pep talk, Mimir. Say you're free. Get out of here. Shoo.
Go on, you great blubbering beast.
Go on, shoo.
Why is it not
It's
moving?
not moving. Grown accustomed to its chains.
No, we can fix this. We just need to chase it off. Scare it.
We just need to chase it off. Yeah. Tell him, Kratos. There's no making it right.
Likes the wind blowing on his face.
There we go. Likes the wind. So, in a better place than it was, but it's not great. Well, suck it up, Mimir. You want to absolve yourself, but you can't. Alright, so I believe that's it for that little side quest, which will suck up some of your time depending on how often you're going in circles on the island. There we go. Way to chains completed. Oh, and a hefty amount of XP to go with it.
Mimir, that big
I'll take it.
who was he?
All these stone folk wore them their startle light. Used his wisdom and might.
Alright, so now we can go on. Pursue the main campaign now instead of the side quests. We still have side quests to do, but some of them are going to take a long time, like the Eyes of Odin. That's going to take a while because the ravens are across the realms, not just in Svartalheim. So all the different realms that we go to, we're going to have to be on the lookout for ravens. And then things like the artifacts. As we gain access to more realms, more equipment, more tools, we'll have access, better access to more areas that we didn't before.
Fix those rigs.
And we'll go talk to Derlin in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Father, I wanted to ask you something about your blade. The ones from your homeland.
What of them?
Why don't you just throw them away? I see the way you look at them sometimes. Like you're... I don't know. Like you hate them.
Even hateful things have their uses. Besides, I tried. They came back.
This is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.